Namaskar everyone, and a very warm welcome to our Be Well, Stay Well Practices series. With great joy and gratitude in our hearts, all of us here in Trinidad and Tobago Center, we are welcoming you today in our practices. Today's session will have two segments. In the first segment, we're going to focus on the physiological function of the heart, a Chinese traditional approach and yoga approach, also a bit about science, to have a beautiful flow for the heart and emotions. The next segment will be Guruji that will take you deeper into the source and beyond all the practices. So this first segment will have a centering at the beginning. Then we're going to go again, like last week, a bit of PowerPoint presentation to enhance the practices to understand how where they emerge from and how they are related with the heart and how they are done in that way that we're doing all the time, yoga, qigong. What is the science beyond it? And then we go into the flow. So let's start with our centering. Wherever you are in your location, either home or maybe in your jobs, at your jobs, places, if you can stand up, it will be great, as I would like to do a centering, Uchi centering, or stillness meditations hugging like a tree posture, because I would like to express through this centering the powerful way of centering within, yet remaining focused in the body and also in the inner space where the emotions and mental activities arise. So let's have the feet flat on the ground, with the knees slightly bent, dropping the tailbone down, opening the hips line, the inner hip lines here, rounding also the hips. Creating these body alignments, it's very important for the energy to flow. And also, a proper body alignment will demonstrate where we hold contraction or where is dysfunctionality in the body. So let's start with the soles of our feet, finding the center in the middle of the soles of the feet, bending the knees, rounding here internally the hips, dropping the tailbone down, paying attention on the spine, and here just allow the normal curvature of the spine to rest and support your body. Don't try to straightening up forcefully, just acknowledge your normal curvature. Having a roundness here in front of the chest, roundness, the muscles rounding the skeleton are free, are relaxed, and the arms are hanging and are also rounded. Palms towards the back, shoulders are dropped down, not hanging up as we normally do. And the arms are not stretched down because that shows a contraction or a force. We want to realign the energies that work naturally in the body. So as you pay attention on the body posture and body alignment, I didn't mention about the neck. Neck should be relaxed. As you continue to pay attention in the body alignments, ease every part of the body. It takes a bit of time to adjust and feel that you really sit comfortable yet like a tree, grounded, rooted. Let's now pay attention to the inner process energetically and also coming from the spirit. So now let's connect with the earth energies to the feet and having that relationship of the energy below the feet. Our energetic field extends around the body depending on our energy field that we emanate. You might feel heat in your feet. The legs are rooted, grounded. If you feel like wavering a bit in the body, allowing the body to find its natural movements and shifting, energy shifting, allow it to happen. And now let's connect with the crown energy and also the source of all energies, where our spirit is connected with continuously, where the spirit also resides. That's the true home, the expanded consciousness. So as we align the body and its energies, paying attention to the breath is extremely important, as breath reveals where the tensions are. Stagnation in the body, or too much energy in parts of the body. As you allow your breath to move freely, guided by the inner process, usually it's a diaphragmatic breathing, belly breathing that we know in Qigong, making sure we stay grounded. Observe where you are tense, stressed, either in the physical body, either in the energy field or the mind or emotions. And hold the physical body in its energy field. You observe the muscles are not holding the posture. It's an energy grabbing, taking charge. Now let's shift slowly the palms in front of the lower dantian. Wherever you feel attracted to keep your palms, there it's your auric field, energy field in this moment. Breathe in, expand the belly, and breathe out slowly, contract the belly inward. And observe the energy field in the lower body. And also its relationship with the lower back, hips, bones, legs, feet. This is just a scan, a centering scan, adjustment, aligning. Now in front of the heart, because today we're going to pay attention a lot in the heart organ, heart meridian, heart energy. Now observe here the field between the palms, the arms, the easiness that might be or not there. Is it any sensation of a tightness, contraction around the chest, in the arms, in the neck, in the shoulders? All these areas relate with the emotional activity and mind activity. Just allow yourself to observe. Just dig into your field energetically and also subtly. And now, raising slowly the hands up. The tendency is to raise up the shoulders, but keep the shoulders down. Rounding the chest, rounding the shoulders, holding the moon and holding the upper center, upper dantian. Here is the connection with the higher realms. Observe how you feel in the upper body, in the neck, in the head area, skull, brain. And slowly shower it down. Whatever you observe, its tension, its tightness, it's excessive, just move it down. Let the earth compose it, sinking down through the lower dantian, through the feet, through the legs. And let the earth compose it. And now open the hands, one more breath, scanning the entire field, rounding hugging yourself, the physical body, energy body, the spirit, showering, moving down. Allow yourself to de-stress, to relax, to let go. And slowly relax. And now, thank you for participation. And now you might have your seats because we have a small presentation, PowerPoint presentation. So last week we spoke about the heart organ and its function, and we heard that this organ, that it's a very important muscular organ in the body. It's between the lungs, more to the left side. It's working continuously. It's pumping blood. It regulates also the blood pressure and the pulse, and it's working for us continuously, sending the blood, oxygenated blood, throughout the whole parts of the organs of the body. And with its function, you might agree with me that it's an extremely important organ, because without its proper function, the other organs also can get affected and depleted in energy and also in its normal activity. So let's go further. Now, the traditional Chinese medicine approach is that the heart is the emperor or the king of the kingdom of all organs. It's ruling over the entire being. This is how they name it. In traditional medicine text, they say exactly like this. And it also controls our emotional, mental, and spiritual activity. So the heart, conform Chinese medicine, the heart houses the body spirit, named also the Shen. That also it's the same name with the mind, that the spirit radiates through one's face and eyes. So if the heart houses the body spirit, and it's also rules over emotions and mental activities, you might agree with me how important it's this area in the body and this organ itself. So being intimately connected with the spirit, you agree with me that Mary's spirit is like medicine, and a broken spirit dries the bones, as it's a biblical statement, and also Guruji always reminded us. And you know that all the practices of the healing energies are sprouting, are generating from the heart, through the arms, through the hands, and from there we receive, and there we can spread energies. So let's go to the next slide, please. Now again, in traditional Chinese medicine, that I start having a passion about it as I embrace also the yoga in my daily practices and from Guruji and from the ashram teachings, I see the interconnectedness, and I would like also to express it here. So in Chinese traditional medicine, the element associated with the heart, it's the summer season. Because in the summer, it's a fullness expansion of energy. So the same as our heart creates this heat, always the blood pump, the heart bloods pump throughout the whole body and creates like a heat through this. We know in the winter times when we don't have so much blood circulation, and what we do in that moment, we want to generate this activity in the heart circulation, and then we feel again heat in the body. So the heart relates with the heat, and the element associated, it's the fire. And interesting enough is that the fire, from all the elements in Chinese medicine, it is no matter, but it fuels with matter. It has no physical shape that you can see it, and you can pack it, or you can express it. So, but it's also formed by the matter, by what we put inside. So the same with our heart also. And the fire element, as the heart, spreads uncontrolled sometimes. So that's why it's associated with the heart. In the heart, we tend to generate emotions when they are not in balance. Too much passion, excessive desire, that restlessness and agitation in our being creates a lot of heat and agitation in the heart, so it's a lot of pressure there. And also when it's drawn by the energy, where there is no energy, we feel melancholically. So there it's like a flame that flickers down. When we feel in that state of melancholy, and then going a lot in the past, a lot in the future, we don't feel so dynamic in that sense, balanced. A balanced emotional state, it's when we feel love, we feel joy, we feel freedom, self-expression, we can express ourselves, we relate with others, we feel contentment also, and we feel that expansiveness, freedom in the heart. And the color, it's red, as the fire, I assume, as the blood. And interesting enough, all the fruits and vegetables that are very good, beneficial for the heart, are the red color fruits. So I put also there the yin and yang symbol, because that's the duality in us. Too much excitement, too much passion, too much energy can also be damaging, and too much dullness, too much melancholy can also be damaging. So here we want to bring this in balance through these two opposites. So hopefully today we're going to explore that in our practices. Let's go to the next slide. Now, in our practices, we're going to do crane medical qigong. Crane, it's a bird, it's a symbol in Chinese medicine, in Japanese also, and it's very known by its graciousness, by its freedom, by its beauty. It's white sometimes in the colors, and that's how the heart energy should be as well. And also it's about balance. We're going to see in crane we need a lot of balance, as we need balance in our emotional, mental state. So that's why crane is so much associated with the heart as well. There are some mudras there that I place it on the picture. We're going to apply it in our movements. So when it will be that time, I'm going to express it. But just to show that pressing this middle finger down and raising the other one up generates circulation and activity in the pericardium meridian. And pericardium meridian, it's the meridian that usually sometimes it's associated with the heart. It's also the fire element, the same. And also the pericardium as physiological function, it's a sac that protects the heart. It protects from any pathogens coming from outside, but also physically it protects, it envelops the heart. So that's why pressing in our posture, you're going to see pressing this finger down, it generates this meridian activity. And here, the other mudra, it's bringing in the thumb all the other fingers together, like a pick. This also squeeze the meridians passing to the arms. And there I put a bit of the heart meridian, that it's coming from the heart. It goes under the armpit. It comes in the inner part of the arm and through the pinky finger. Also, it's related with the small intestine, so one branch goes down in the small intestine, and the other branch goes up through the tongue, through the eyes, and then coming back to the tongue. So the tongue is an extension of the heart. But let's go further. It's not time so much for all of these details, because I would really love to have practices more today. Let's go to the next slide, please. About a bit of a science, now we hear about the heart intelligence. So the heart organ have its own intelligence. So when it's in coherence, that means that relationship between the emotional heart and the mind, it's in coherence. And then we feel that intuitive aspect, the flow of intuition, that flow of awareness of the intuition. And the heart has its own independent complex nervous system known as the brain in the heart, and sends emotional and intuitive signals to help govern our lives. So sometimes the heart itself sends us some signals that if we know how to listen, then we know how to protect ourselves, how to engage, and even how to take the best decisions in our life. And the heart, it's also in constant communication with the brain, creating a two-way communication system. So therefore, here we have to always check with the upper brain and find the middle way. And the heart makes many of its own decisions as well. And in that graphic there, we have a heart rate variability when some imbalanced emotions are expressed, either anxiety, anger, any type of emotion, you see the scattered rate of the heart pulse. And when it's imbalanced, coherence, love, you see the perfect flow into our heart stream and pulse. Let's go to the next one, please. In terms of practices, we have also therapies, and I put there music therapy, dance therapy, and also cycling, running. All of these are extremely good for the health of the physical organ, but also freeing our emotional state and our mental state. It comes naturally in our lives, and most of us, we love to do that. And now it's summer, so please enjoy your cycling and running in the nature. But we have also yoga and qigong, known very much for its power of relaxation and deep awareness practices, transforming deeper parts of ourselves. So not only freeing that stagnation or that toxicity from our mind and emotions, but also takes us into that spirit connection, more awareness, then we can transform and become aware. In both of these practices, the deep breathing, diaphragmatic breathing, it's an excellent method of calming down the restlessness in our being. So we know that we through the diaphragmatic breathing, we invite the system to go in its parasympathetic nervous system, and it calms down the brain and everything, lowers the blood pressure, increase the blood flow, expand blood vessels, and there in that picture you see the happy chemicals that we are emitting in our brain through the heart. And let's go to the next slide. I think that's it. We have spoken about that one last time. So thank you so much for your deep listening. And now we're going to practice. Take a moment just to allow yourself to come beyond all these informations and center in the heart. Acknowledge what have been said, how it relates to you and your life. And if possible, as last time, I'm inviting you, if you want to stand up and do a bit of activity of running, because it's excellent for increasing this circulation in the heart. And also, it's excellent for distressing immediately. So either you can shake through the running. I have to hold the mic box. It's making a bit of sound, or sorry if it disturbs you. So allow yourself to shake, to run, and maybe to run faster and faster and faster. Breathe deeply, move your body. Create some circulation there, some blood activity, lymphatic activity, oxygen activity. Faster and faster and faster and faster. And now let's relax. Take a deep breath. And breathe out. Relax. And consider your arms, please, just for a moment, as extensions, as wings of your heart. And let's go, please, on the mat, on the floor, on your carpet, wherever you can lay down a bit. I think it's a very good practice of going into that diaphragmatic breathing, relaxation. If you have a cushion or a block, a prop closer to you, you might want to bring it. So here with the knees bent, spine on the floor, carpet, whatever you have home. Take a moment and observe your heartbeat. Spread a bit the legs more hip apart. Place your palms on the chest and observe your heartbeat and create that relationship with the physical heart. You feel its beat, its rhythm, and observe together with the heart and appreciation for the heart, for the pumping activities. Continue work. It never stops. When it stops, we know what happened. Observe now as you go deep in relaxation, in this connection with the heart, as you hear even its music, its sounds, its rhythm. As you go and stay with the heart, focus on your body, focus on your mental, emotional state. Allow yourself to release, to let go. This is the first part of the practice, to let go and release this stress. After that, we can build up. And here, let's observe our breath. One palm goes on the navel, and the other one stays on the heart. So here, as we breathe in and out, observe if the belly rises up as you breathe in, and if the belly goes down as you breathe out as well. This is diaphragmatic breathing. So when you breathe in, the diaphragm goes down, pushes towards the navel, and as you breathe out, the diaphragm goes up towards the lungs, compressing. Just allow yourself to be connected with your breath and invite diaphragmatic breathing in your awareness. If you want, you can take both palms on the navel. Breathe in, raise up the navel. Empty the belly with air, oxygen. Fill it with air, oxygen. As you breathe out, empty it. It's easy in this position to feel it. And observe how just paying attention of this diaphragmatic breathing take a stress out from the heart. And that irregular type of breathing, that is the chest breathing. Start enjoying the connection between the navel and the palms and the breath, like at the ocean, at the sea, the waves coming in and out. And now if it's possible, take your arms extended over the head, palms up, and slowly push up as you breathe out, push up the hips upward, creating a space under the glutes. If you want to put a cushion or a props, anything under if you have lower back problem. And start breathing like that again. Now observe that it's also more energy coming into the heart as we extend the arms, but it's also balanced by the correct breathing in the navel. So then you can take the breath deeper now, deeper into the belly, reaching to the chest. Breathe out and relax. And now slowly lower your glutes down. Stretch the right leg in front, and now breathe in, and as you breathe out, bring your nose to the knee and hug your knee. Breathe out. You see a bit of pressure here in the heart. Breathe in, come back down, lower the leg, extend the arms over the head, and observe. Breathe in again. And we do it on the other side. Breathe out as you prepare to hug your knee with the arms and move the nose towards the knee. Compressing here a bit the heart, pressing the belly. Breathe in and out. Very nice. And now let's take both knees toward the chest. And hugging, now breathe in, and as you breathe out, hugging both knees on the chest as much as possible. Breathe in and out. If it's too much stress on the neck, you can relax the neck on the mat. But it's good to compress here the chin on the chest a bit so you can compress the heart. Breathe out, relax, come back. Extend the arms over the head. Take your time to observe how the heart is now full of energy and more balance. It's coming more into your awareness like a wind kind of energy weaving around the heart and the back. Now bring again the soles of your feet on the mat, and now drop the knees on one side as you keep the arms on the other side and look opposite to the knees. Again, here we create a bit of a twisting around the heart. Breathe in, come back. Breathe out. And prepare yourself to drop the knees on the other side as you move the arms opposite and together with the head. And breathe and squeeze a bit and stretch the heart there. One part is squeezed and one part is stretched. Breathe in, breathe out, relax, and come back. Stretch your legs. Observe your heart activity, and when you are ready, please come on your left side. Take your time. We're going to prepare to come into the vertical. So here, take your time pressing on the palms. Coming now on the sitting position. And from here, as you are accustomed and depending your physical body condition, you can come up slowly, but don't raise yet the head up. So come on your toes and here press on your feet. Roll the spine, keep the head down. We don't want to raise up the blood pressure. And when you are ready, you can come back to your standing position. Where here, we want to take a moment to readjust the body in the vertical position. Readjust our suit. And here, let's take a moment to bring the palms on the chest, on the heart area. And send loving, healing energy and appreciation to the heart. So what we did so far, we distress and we relax our physical body through the breath, through just allowing ourselves to let go. And here we want to come into the healing modalities of the nourishment. So here we're going to engage also the spirit and the mind focus, sending intentions, energies through the heart to our emotional being. And going through the Qigong practices now, we're gonna balance and we're gonna gather more energies. We're gonna bring more energy forces into our system for healing and well-being. So let's take first our balancing posture in Qigong, breathing in, raising up the hand, and breathing down slowly, slowly, moving the energies down, balancing all the three brains in the body, the three dantians in the body. It's also allowing ourselves to coordinate this posture. Breathe in again. And now we're learning little by little to work with the extension of the arms coming from the heart area. So you see, sometimes we have a tendency to go too much up or to raise the shoulders up. So here, take your time and consider that here the shoulders are like the hubs of the heart. And raise the arms up without raising the shoulders. Keep the shoulders down and continue to round the arms. And when you reach up, breathe intention, healing energies into the heart, into the body. Very beautiful. And now we do one exercise to balance again. That means moving into the clouds, spreading out the clouds. So here, we crisscross the hands in front of the chest, in front of the upper chest, and we're spreading here, we're spreading out all the clouds from the mental field, emotional field, but also from the physical body. Breathe in, take your time. Make sure you apply the same system with hands connected to the heart. And now you can change the position. The other hand is closer to the body. Breathe in and move in your clouds that you know you have stored them still in your consciousness. Restless emotions, mental patterns associated with emotions. Move them away. So the heart will shine freely, the spirit will be like a medicine into the body. And now we do opening the heart to the sky, together with a healing sound associated with the heart, that is the ha sound. You know that comes to you all the time normally. When you feel overwhelmed, burdened, whatever is happening, you feel so that's the sound of the heart. So here, we're going to extend the palms in front. And now I'm inviting you to really squeeze the meridians. So turning the fingers towards the side, opening the palms here to the side. Make sure you don't have the shoulders up. Take a very grounded posture because we're gonna open the chest, bending the back, opening the heart to the sky, and here we gather and we want to put a bit of energy and pressure into that field so then we can squeeze it out when we come out, hugging the heart and letting go. Breathe in. So what we do here, we generate a lot of activity in the heart, physically and also energetically, and then we drop it, we release it. It's spreading out. Breathe in. Hug your physical heart, squeeze it, and squeeze all those stuff that you don't need them and drop them down. Very nice, everyone. Breathe in, come up, gather. Gather, balance, regulate. And allow the legs and the earth energy to decompose all that you don't need. And now we want to really bring more energy and also circulation into the wrists here and also into the fingers. So here we have these meridians of the heart and also of the pericardium passing through here. So we really want to turn here around. Here are important points of these meridians, both directions. And here we want to energize also and stimulate the meridian. So squeezing and turning the palms to the side, dropping the fingers down, look at the back, and come back. Breathe in, turn, open slowly the chest, point the thumb to the back, drop the fingers down, out and relax. We do it again, in, press, turn the thumb to the outside, and relax. Very nice. We make a peak here, all the fingers to the thumb, and we look at the fingers, we press the other palm down, and we release. Also, we bring energy into the neck, stretching the arms, and relax here. Very nice. And we go now to the crane Qigong. So what you feel right now, you feel maybe the more circulation in the palms, in the arms. You feel more release in the neck area, into the spine area. Let's do also the wave, because this is excellent also without moving the spine, just with the arms. I have done this before. So here we lengthen the arms and we turn the palms, like we squeeze like a towel, and we bring them inside to the back, stretching them. In and out. In and out. In and out. You feel circulation also around the neck, around the shoulders, in the back. A lot of energy in the heart, in the arms. Let's regulate. Breathe in. Gather, shoulders down. Don't be impatient. Let's work with the emotions in balance, yin and yang, activity and nourishment in balance. We bring light and joy and forgiveness, the genuine love, sharing with others, radiance from the heart in ourselves and also in our world, in our life. We go now into Crane Qigong. The first one that we do, just to warm up a bit to it, we bring the heels together. We make again we bring all the fingers together, and then we're gonna breathe in and breathe out. Now you have to imagine also the crane. How the crane push on the legs to spread out. So you have here wings in your arms. And you push on the earth. We are on this earth plane. So we yet not transcending completely, soaring the skies of our spirit. We'll still stay connected. Breathe in. Here the hands are like this. And breathe out. And now I'm going to show you a huge crane. You can do it with what extent you want. Breathe in. And now wrists together over the head. And push on the legs, come up and out. Let's do it again. If we cannot go all the way down, we stay as we did it before. Breathe in. Keep the spine straight. Wrists coming over the head. And push on the earth to fly out. Very nice, everyone. Let's balance again. Breathe in again. And you might feel a lot of fire, a lot of activity, a lot of circulation into the heart. But it's not with restlessness, it's with energy, with good energy. Let's go deeper into the crane now. So the crane, flap the wings. So here we're going to apply the other mudra that I was showing to you in the pictures. So let's just do this exercise first, keeping the hands parallel. So we raise up the hands and we start pressing the middle finger down. Pressing it down and curve it a bit. The other fingers are coming up. So the only one is the middle finger that it's coming down. Breathe in. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Pressing the elbows down here as you come down. Pressing the wrists down here as you come up. And the wrists are flexed in the opposite one as you come down. In. We work with the flexion of the wrist. And out. Now we're going to integrate balance. Because crane, it's about balance. The same as our emotional and mental being has to be. So we're going to integrate now the movement of the leg. Let's take first the leg. So when you're going to raise up the arms, we're going to raise the leg in front and point it. And then we're going to lower it. Let's do only the legs. Breathe in, pressing on in this leg, raising the other one as much as you can. Come down again. Press on this one. Come with this one up and lower it. Right. And now we integrate with the arms. Breathe in. Leg up. Breathe down. Both legs and arms coming in the same time. Spine is straight. Breathe in. And here we put the chin a bit to the chest. And I'm going to do a bit of walking, if the camera will allow. So you can do it home if you want. Breathe in. Out. Take your time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Both hands and feet together. Again, breathe in. Compress here the chest. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in. And breathe out. We're going to balance. And let's take a moment now to integrate. We're going to have another form of crane in the next moment. But let's observe the activity energetically, also mentally, emotionally, spiritually, that it's arising up. So we said that a balanced heart, it's a balanced mind, it's a happy spirit. It's a spirit that roars the sky of the going to oneness, to the Tao. Observe the activity around the chest area, around the physical heart, around the shoulders here, the arms, the openness, the expansion quality of the heart that spreads out, that pumps up toward all the organs. It's so much healing in this moment. And let's prepare for the other crane form. This one really squeezing the heart. So the movement is like this. We just flap the wings a bit. And then we're gonna keep the arms here. This finger is pressing down, the shoulders out down. Now we take the leg in front, we take it to the back. Here it's a bit of balance. So for those of you that cannot balance, keep the leg down and just turn the palms up, open the chest, and press the thumbs down and the middle finger up. Keeping a bit expansion there in the heart. 1, 2, 3, and then come down. I'm going to show now, for those of you that have a bit of balance, I hope I can do it right now with the cameras. So here again, we flap the wings. We keep the wings as antennas, as our stable forces, keeps us grounded also in flying. And then we take the leg, we move it towards the back, turn the palms up, and pushing the heel up, opening the chest, pressing this finger up and looking up, and keep 3, 2, 1. And lowering. As you observe now, it's a lot of energy and blood going to the heart when we keep this expansion, this extension and pressure there, and then when we let go, we feel here a relaxation coming and a lot of stabilized energy. Let's do it again with the feet down, with the leg down. Let's bring our flapping wings together. In activity, in motion, we free, we soar the skies of our inner freedom. We keep stable there. We take the leg, point the fingers, we turn it around, turn the palms up, thumbs down and to the side, the middle finger up, open the chest, and hold the breath there, 3. If you don't have any blood pressure, high blood pressure, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out and descend. We do it with the other leg again. Flap the wings. Keep them there, shoulder level. Point the toes in front. Turn it to the back. Keep your stability. Turn. Open the chest. Hold the breath, 3, 2, 1, and down. And now ending this exercise, we're gonna breathe in. You can come on your toes now that you have the stability raising up. And breathe out through the mouth. Again, breathe in. Take your time, don't raise the shoulders. soar the skies of your freedom spirit. And relax here. You can relax on the heart or on the lower dantian. Sometimes if there is too much fire, it's not too good. So we stimulate fire, but in the way to these practices to balance. But sometimes this fire, the excessive energy of the heart can bring a bit of restlessness. If you feel that, just relax in your lower dantian. Or if you feel balanced, you can keep one palm on the heart, on the chest, the other one on the navel, staying grounded, staying heart open. And the invitation here is to be sensitive to really and aware to what you feel, what you experience in the body, in the inner space, maybe new sensations, and to send that information in your brain, heart, and in your brain, cranial brain, of the freedom of this trap of unbalanced emotion, hatred and restlessness, impatience that we have in the heart, maybe, and that affects also the body. And send that good energy of happy, joy, genuine, sharing with the others. So here you can bring the palms in front of the chest and spread that heart in your lives, in your surroundings, pressing the palms to the side as you want to really transmit and spread it. And here in this quantum field, we want to collect the energy of the heart, balance, love into our own being, and again spreading it out wherever is needed, either in our families, in our communities, in our field, around us, around the physical body, strengthening the Wei Qi, the guardian of the energy of the physical body. And the last one, spreading it out, forgiveness, compassion, and the Mary Spirit. You can keep your palms together in front of the chest. You can make a heart, lotus shape, thumbs together, pinky fingers together. And here it's like a lotus. And you can keep it full with joy, with contentment in front of your heart and also in your spirit. And together now, ending the session, I'm inviting you now to pray. Pray for those in need. Now that we have a heart full of compassion, with love, with balance, a mind and a heart in harmony, intuition flows, connection flows freely now. The clouds of our restlessness, of mental activity, emotional activity are dissipated, and the spirits rise and shines freely. So let's pray now together for our families, for our world. May all be awakened to the healing forces. May all be receptive. May all the challenges be spread out. May all the angels, masters, guardians of light always imbibe our lives, our spirit with joy, compassion, goodness, and kindness, and to those that are needed now the most throughout the entire world. And in your own time, you might want to have your seats if you're not already sitting, and continue to maintain this energy as Guruji is taking you deeper into the source of all practices and to the depth of all practices. Thank you so much, everyone, for participation, and see you next time. Enjoy the next segment. Namaskar.
Namaskar, everyone, and welcome to the meditation segment. And here you have the wonderful opportunity to use the most powerful part of you in being well and staying well. A warm welcome, Rita. It's good to see you again. And of course, to all of you. Just a gentle reminder, and of course, a warm welcome to Indu as well. You've been in my thoughts today. Indu from Holland, welcome. Just to remind you that you're not the physical body. Then if you're not the physical body, then what are you? You certainly have an identity. And you remember it every day. You don't forget what you identify yourself to be. You don't forget that. So it's in your memory store, and it comes back to you every day. So if it's in your memory store, then it's mental. So the root of the ego is in the mind. And the mind is certainly not the brain. We call that part of you that drives the physical body, lives in the physical body. We call that part of you the soul. It's a subtle energy entity or being that is separate and apart from your physicality. Your physical body is composed of trillions of cells, held together by your soul. If your soul were to depart from the body, the cells of the body will begin to dissociate after a while. So the body was created in the womb of a physical person, seated by the Father. Creating this physical body that you wear. So when we think of you wearing the body like a suit, like an astronaut would wear a suit to go into space, so too you need to wear this suit to navigate this earthly existence. So the body is like a suit in that respect. And when you think of the body can move and travel, it's a vehicle. And when you think that it houses a spiritual part of you, a part of you that is composed of light, energy, quantum, and it's divine, we think of the body as a temple. That houses the immortal part of you. That part of you that entered the body at birth leaves the body when the body drops off and cannot contain it anymore. That part of you is called the immortal soul. The mind is there, The emotional being is there. The vital being that runs the body is there. So that is your immortal soul. It's extremely important that you identify with that. It's extremely important that you know the powers that it has. It's extremely important that you learn to manage those powers. If you want to be well and stay well in the human body. So this ego or self-identity that you have is basically a mental entity created in the mind, lives in the mind, and you continuously build it through your thinking. Intellectual thinking, and your mental ability to create thoughts and images. At the very core of your soul being is pure consciousness. That's the center of your being. Pure being, what one may call beingness. It's not a thought entity, it's not a thinking entity. It's not an emotional entity. Thoughts are created in the field of time. Body is created in the field of time. Emotions are created in the field of time. Ego is in the field of time. They all change. But this field that is the essence of being, it's pure, pure awareness. That is the center of all possibilities. It is a center of pure potentiality. Everything arises out of there. So the journey of meditation, the healing process is to go there, and from there, create these waves and waves of energy through your intention that can drive healing into the body, into the mind, that can become destructive, into the emotional being that can be destructive too. And balancing the pranas in the body that you can revitalize at every level. So this is the tooling in the inner world, the tools. Let me guide you in the inner space. And we begin with the centering process, coming to the very center of being. Very center of beingness. Observe. That is the most important thing. To observe as much as you can everything that is happening in your inner space, your consciousness space, from that space of, or center of pure seeing, pure witnessing. For those of you who may feel a little sleepy, a little drowsy, as I'm seeing some heads tilting already, ensure that you have enough oxygen in the body, in the brain. So center by observing every level of being, so you can observe the vitality of the body. We'll recharge your body in the meditation. Observe the emotionality, because you want to smoothen out that field. That love pervades that field, love and compassion and kindness. Observe the mental field. You don't want a scattered mind or subconscious thinking taking over. So your intention should be to stay in a field of peacefulness. And if you can feel a little bit of that inside of you, seek to generate more of it by holding the intention, I'm a peaceful being. I'm centered in a field of infinite peace. By holding that affirmation and centering in your heart, in your gut, and in your mind. Invoke waves and waves of peace from inside of your being by affirming it. And do it with every breath that you take. Peace in every breath. As you're breathing, as you breathe out. And try to manage the mind that just one powerful thought of peace can stay in there. Observe everything that takes you away from that peacefulness. If there's restlessness in any part of the body, use the breath to smoothen that out. Opening the belly to breathe for the lower area. Chest to breathe for the middle area. And open the shoulders as you breathe into the upper area. Keep spinal column awareness as all the energy centers are along the spinal column and in the brain. Now ensure that you bring enough oxygen to the body, and you can do that in this process by breathing out completely, slowly and completely and consciously, and breathing in slowly and deeply, observing how you oxygenate the brain and nervous system and body cells by breathing more oxygen into your lungs and pushing the stale air out. Gentle. And define your center of power, for those of you who would like to. Ensure that you are centered in the medulla area, the third eye, that's for the mind, and the root, the perineum area at the base of the spine. So these are the two main energy points you want to focus on as you move the breath. So breathe in with awareness of moving up the spine with your awareness. There you are following an energy channel. And breathing, when you breathe out, from the third eye, focus on coming down the center line of the body, right down to the navel, breathing out completely at the navel and going right down to the root. Before you breathe in again. Focus on bringing oxygen into the body by breathing in Ujjayi. And as the body becomes oxygenated enough, give attention to the energy behind the in-breath and out-breath, prana, apana, currents. When you begin to identify with the current, the prana vayu, apana vayu, vayu is a vital current. Prana is associated with the in-breath, apana with out-breath. You will find that the breath moves effortlessly one into the other. Prana moving into apana and apana into prana. That makes the breath move ever so effortlessly. When that happens, prana, apana, in rhythm, you find that your senses become pacified, body is less restless, and the mind becomes more quiet. Emotions are more subdued. Now, this whole process is healing because you will feel less stress. And no, the stress is a killer. It undermines well-being. So come into the stress-free energy and balance and consciousness as much as you can. That's the first step to maintaining well-being. Remember pranapana with full breathing. Belly, chest, shoulders, full breathing. And here now is where the most powerful component comes in. That of creating the intention of being and staying well. Holding this beautiful feeling of love coursing through your body with the intention of being loving in every intention. Produce waves and waves of love as much as you can, as much as your heart will allow, as much as your consciousness will allow. Lovingness. Just be loving. And the idea is that you are channeling from the source of infinite love within you. So if you're open to the possibility that there is infinite love within you, then it's easy to channel. It's a joy for me in every thought just to produce this wonderful feeling that courses through my body. And I think of the feel happy chemicals that start to come into the nervous system. Dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin. Allow your mind to produce these beautiful chemicals in your body. Begin to simulate that feeling of feeling nice within your body. Allowing that to vibrate or resonate with every organ, every cell within you. Resting your eyes in love. Holding your liver in love, holding your spleen in love, holding your heart in love, your lungs. It's just a joy for me to produce these waves. And I do it in your field, with you, so you can pick it up from me. And if you think of how deserving your body is of your love, it'll become a great joy to do that. Every cell within you is like a child of yours. And I have the beautiful sound of thunder around me. No rain, just thunder. And hold that image of well-being. Doesn't matter what the condition of your body currently is. Think in terms of possibilities. Wholeness. well-being. Doesn't matter what the condition of your body is, because your mind is more powerful than the body. What your mind creates, your body will actualize if it has the potential of karma. And the physical potential. But your every intention of lovingness, but your every intention of well-being, associated with every breath. The rising and fall of the breath. Well-being in every breath. Well-being in every thought, well-being in every intention. And I can feel this coursing through my body, into my body cells, into my bones, into my organs. It's the most loveliest feeling in the world. Just to feel in love with all of me. And I couple that with pranayama. And when I do this in rhythm, every intention, every breath, then there is timelessness. There is no broken beginning or end to break the cycle. There is just timeless movement. Now slowly bring your attention to the physical body and its connection to the elements of nature. The earth, water, fire, air and space. Allow yourself to feel that in the body and in the space around you. Bring your attention back to the field, physical field. Push the air out and breathe in more. The air out of the lungs and breathe in more fresh air. Observe how the senses become more energized as you do that. And do this as if you really enjoy breathing. Well, you should. Because body is nourished by every breath. And when you feel present to your body once again and to the elements of nature around you, let's make a joyous sound of mantra, that the sounds may resonate within the body. We do the Om sound 3 times and the Mahamrityunjaya 3 times. So breathing out slowly and completely through the mouth. In deeply through the nose. And we do Mahamrityunjaya mantra now. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Amritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Amritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Amritat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaskar everyone, I hope that you enjoyed your meditation for well-being. and that you could immerse yourself in immortal consciousness beyond the body. Never lose the thrill of being able to use the tools to revitalize the body. Beyond the breath, beyond breathing, is the mindset, the attitude. Every frame of mind that you hold, every attitude that you have, generates a kind of energy in your being. And you want more than anything else to generate positive waves through the body to every cell. Thinking positively continuously really regenerates you. That's one of the tools that you have. Another one, and this is a beautiful, beautiful one, emotion. We allow ourselves to be carried away by all kinds of emotions. And they fluctuate. If you can carry the steadiness of love and understanding and compassion and forgiveness, wow. They are all healing. They all contribute to well-being. How simple it is and how difficult it can be. We contract ourselves into feeling disadvantaged, lonely, forgotten by the universe, helpless, unloved, unworthy, lacking. If we can only change that, those are all things that are changeable in the inner space. And hold on to more positive possibilities, will change the state of our well-being. And if you can only learn these tools to generate more prana in the body, as you would have learned earlier on, you need to generate more pranas in the body. You have prana apana, you have udana, you have samana, you have vyana, circulatory, digestive. If only you can enhance all of these through your exercises, your revitalization exercises, together with very positive thinking and very loving emotions, can you imagine what's going to happen in the body? And of course, spending time, like we did today, to just visualize well-being and to let the cells resonate with that template of well-being. Believe in your possibilities. Of course, we'll all have aches and pains and some handicaps in the body, but always believe in possibilities. They're what can help you to rise. So your meditation needs to be that sort of regenerative, restoring meditation that can really bring you back. And you need to take time in every day. One of the things you shouldn't do is overextend the body beyond its capacity. You need to be wary of that. Guarded. Protect your body. Overeating, oversleeping, too much inactivity, lots of stresses, they deplete the body. Please guard yourself from that. These are lifestyle things that you can change. Let's cherish the body that we have. In a lifetime, we just have one. We have to wait another lifetime to get another. So we really need to work on this one. And the thing is, if you can't take care of this one, what are you going to choose in the next? If you carry all those patterns that undermine well-being, what are you carrying into the next? Would you be deserving of a better body? So be careful of what you're doing now, because you're creating that which will attract your future. As you think, it is said, so you become. Biblical again, as a person thinketh in his heart, so they become. So I know it's a little late for some of you, so I want to wish those of you who are going to bed now, who are going to retire for the day, to wish you a wonderful rest. I enjoy being with you as always. And those of you who still have a few hours left, there are lots of good things that you can do. Stay positive. Have a great day, everyone, wherever you are, or whatever your time zone is. Namaskar.